the position that Malta is in has forced them to not be so concerned about what the mainline European countries that are leading the European Union, such as Germany, France, their guidelines on illegal immigration have been so sort of loose and have lacked much structure that Malta has had to go out on their own, sort of reform how they treat refugee status, how they treat any other sort of migrant coming in.
Welcome to the Reporter's Notebook. My name is Con Carroll. I'm here with Foreign Affairs reporter Tim Nerozzi. Tim, you had an article published today on Malta. Tell us what's troubling Malta.
Yeah, so the Republic of Malta, a very tiny island country between southern Europe and Africa, has, over the past couple of years, experienced a big problem with illegal immigration.
This is immigrants coming from Africa then?
Yes, a lot from Libya, Tunisia, other countries.
Okay.
Because of its placement in the Mediterranean, it has a very large sphere of rescue coverage that it has to take care of. A lot of these illegal migrants are attempting to enter Europe proper on the mainland.
Are they heading for Spain then, or what?
Usually Italy, but really they're just trying to get onto the continent. Now, they often end up with either punctured rafts or intentionally, damaged boats that will force a rescue and then bring them into the custody of a European nation. Unfortunately for both Malta and them, that usually ends up being Malta. Malta is a very tiny country, about the size of Philadelphia. It's only got 550,000 people. So even a couple thousand illegal migrants is going to be a big issue for their sort of public infrastructure, their healthcare, their education, things
Housing.
like that. Yes, of course. That's a big problem on Malta when you have such a tiny country. I sat down with the Speaker of the House of Malta, Angelo Farrugia, and the Ambassador to the U.S., Godfrey Shurab, and they told me about sort of the position that Malta is in has forced them to not be so concerned about what the mainline European countries that are leading the European Union, such as Germany, France, their guidelines on illegal immigration have been so sort of loose and have lacked much structure that Malta has had to go out on their own, sort of reform how they treat refugee status, how they treat any other sort of migrant coming in. And this has been very beneficial to them.
So walk me through this. They rescue someone, a bunch of migrants in the sea. They bring them in. They're there in Malta. How many are staying, and if they are not staying, what's the process for sending them back?
So this is really the crux of the issue, is that these rescues take place, and oftentimes these migrants are arriving without any sort of documentation, no proof of what country they came from, no desire to go back to the country that they came from, and the countries that they came from have no desire to have them back. So they're usually caught in this very perilous sort of limbo, perilous for both Malta and the migrants, because they're being kept in sort of a holding situation where it's exhausting Maltese resources, but also they're not being able to sort of integrate into Maltese society. So these new reforms are aimed at speeding up that process and also drawing very clear lines on who is going to receive that level of consideration.
Okay, great. That's a very wonderful story. If you want to read more, please check it out at washingtonexaminer.com.